Happening right now, cardinals are gathering in Vatican City, getting ready to start that highly secretive process to elect a new pope.
The cardinals will cast their votes, and when they've made a decision, white smoke will appear from the chimney of the Sistine Chapel. Joining us this morning to talk more about the conclave is Bishop Michael Martin, head of the Charlotte Diocese. Good morning to you, Bishop. Thanks so much for joining us.
Good morning. Thanks for having me.
Certainly. So give us some insight into this process. We know it's highly secretive. What do you think the cardinals are looking for in selecting a new pope?
I think all of them come to the process with a realization that they've spent the last couple of weeks speaking with each other and trying to better understand the realities of the church from all over the world, as well as to express the dynamics that are present in the church wherever they come from. So I believe that the mentality of most of the cardinal electors is one of listening and one of trying to understand, okay, this is our reality. What's the Lord calling us to in this moment in the life of the church?
And we know this conclave will shape the future direction of the church. I'm curious, what are you hoping to see in the next pope?
You know, for me, I think my hopes are the same as most Catholics here in Charlotte. You know, which is basically I'm confident that we'll have a person who's a man of deep faith who is trying his best to follow the Lord every day and has a vision which is aligned with Jesus and the tradition of our church over the last 2,000 years, which is bringing the good news of salvation to everyone. And I feel pretty confident that all of us will be blessed by whomever that person might be.
And we know that many people are going to be looking very closely at that chimney on top of the Sistine Chapel, waiting to see that white smoke. What do you think will be the responsibilities and the challenges once the new pope is elected?
Sure. I think any person who begins a new position has to, first of all, get over the shock of it. And that, I think, is pretty daunting for any new Holy Father, that they realize that something that they could have never imagined has happened in their lives. And so I think that first dynamic is to get over that shock, and then to realize that they're not in this alone, that not just the cardinals, but all of the clergy and the over 1.4 billion Catholics around the world are with them, first and foremost in prayer. They're there to support them and help them to realize that God's with them, and then to allow whatever emerges from that moment to continue to promote the Great Commission of Jesus Christ, which is bringing the good news to a world that needs it a lot.
Let's talk about how this impacts folks right here in North Carolina. How do you think
Sure.
that the events that are happening in Vatican City will connect back to folks in our area?
Sure. I think all of us, we have our particular desires. You know, I want to see this and I want to see that. And my hope is this. And I think we have to continue to appreciate God's involved in this, and it's something bigger than ourselves. And so as much as we try to make it local, and it should be, it needs to be imminent. We need to live our faith every day here in Charlotte or in Western North Carolina. So obviously I think it's going to impact the lives of people every day right here in our own region. At the same time, one of the beauties of the Catholic Church is its universality, is that we're connected to something greater in the world, and to realize that God's calling all of us beyond our local parish church or beyond our local city or county, but even beyond our state or our country, to something bigger. And so it's this constant sort of back and forth between what are my particular needs and what are the needs of the world, and how do I find myself in that?
Bishop, as the world is watching this moment unfold, what emotions come up for you?
Well, obviously, for me, I'm still mourning the death of Pope Francis. He changed my life. I've only been the Bishop of Charlotte for about a year, and that dramatically changed my life. So personally, I'm still sort of feeling that. At the same time, I would say I'm excited. I'm excited about whomever the church brings forward to lead us, and I certainly commit and pledge to whomever it might be my prayers and my love and support. So for me, it's exciting. I'm kind of pumped up about it.
Well, thank you so much for taking a little time today.
Bishop Michael Martin
Happy
from
to
the
be.
Diocese of Charlotte. Again, thank you so much.